Challengers from Houston, Texas, at 230 pounds, gorgeous Gino Hernandez. And his partner from San Antonio, Texas, at 236 pounds, Tully Blanchard. Their opponents, the fabulous Don Carson, presents from parts unknown with a combined weight of 490 pounds, the Southwest Tag Team Champions, the Grapplers. One fall, TV time remaining.
Well, folks, what you're going to see here tonight is a rarity. I've never seen it done before. The Southwest Tag Team Championship belts are up for grabs. The Grapplers and their manager, Don Carson, is over here coaxing his men. They're going against Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez. You've got four guys that are just about equal in ability, size, and agility. And I really don't know who to root for in this match, Steve, because you've got the champions, you've got the former champions. Both teams will do anything in their power to win these belts. And this is a rarity. It's never been done before on television.
I know, and they had that big challenge last week, and I didn't think the Grapplers would accept it, but Don Carson says he'll accept any challenge. He took it here. Right now, it's the Grappler #1 going against gorgeous Gino Hernandez. Oh, Jack Howe really getting on the Grappler.
I tell you what, when it's a championship match like this, you know Jack's going to be extra sharp. As I can see, Grappler #1's in there. He's always an aggressive type wrestler, a go behind, a takedown, a sit out by Gino. Grappler staying on him, but Gino wisely goes to the ropes and trips the Grappler. Typical move by one Gino Hernandez.
You know, you're watching a championship match. It's not too often you see one on television with the titles on the line. Southwest Championship Wrestling, we give you the best.
Absolutely, Steve. You've got Tully Blanchard and Grappler #2 in there. These guys are virtually the same size, all four of them.
Oh, what a fist. Oh.
Change blows and look like Tully got the worst end of it. The Grapplers are out there. They want to keep these belts, Steve. They're a cherished, coveted thing, and they're not about to give them up easily. I tell you what, these men are out there fighting fire with fire.
Well, the Grapplers talking over that Don Carson has given them instructions. He's given plenty of instruction before they got in the ring. Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez, they've wrestled together, I guess, 5, 6, 7 years. They know each other move. Here you see a full Nelson being applied by Grappler #2. Hernandez comes in. Oh, and Grappler turned him around, and Hernandez hit his own man.
That's absolutely right. Anything can happen in pro wrestling. It's the quickest sport known to man, and it's the oldest sport known to man, and I tell you what, it's the greatest sport as far as I'm concerned. Here you see these Grapplers work as a team. One held Tully while the other one belted him. A big flying elbow by the Grappler #1 sends Tully's crashing to the floor.
Oh, head slammed into that turnbuckle. Grappler #1 with a snap mare has Blanchard down the center of the ring, an elbow. Here comes a count, just one. Blanchard quickly kicking out of there. I think he'd like to tag out the Gino.
I think you would too, but you know, you can't underestimate Tully Blanchard. This guy's got it all together. You may not like the way he wrestles, or you may not like the way the other three wrestle. But as far as Tully goes, he knows where he's at all the time. He's real conscious, but he's in a bind right now. They've got him hooked. They're working on him. They're working on that back now. Big elbows.
I don't want to take away from this match, Scotch, but that message that Lou Thez gave us just a moment ago, trying to unify the World Wrestling Championship, I think that's the most exciting announcement I've ever heard in professional wrestling.
So have I. I was really amazed, and I was happy to hear it happen. It couldn't have happened at a better place than right here.
Okay, Blanchard, oh! His shoulder thrown into the turnbuckle. Grappler #2 comes over after him. Blanchard trying to make a comeback to get rid of him. He wants to get out of there. Does he make it? Yes, he makes it, and Gino Hernandez comes in. I can't really tell who the fans are for because it's a constant yell inside the junction.
That's absolutely right. Looks like Gino's holding his own against both of them. This guy's something else. You get him wound up, it's hard to unwind him. He's throwing elbows, feet, everything he possibly can.
Boy, he's doing a good job on the Grapplers. An elbow on the top of the head. Grappler #2 hits the mat. Hernandez with a lot of damage on the Grapplers. Grabs #2, whips him across the ring. Well, he went in front for a backflip, but the Grappler had enough left to get a kick, and he tags out. In comes Grappler #1.
I tell you what, these Grapplers work well as a team. But as you see, Gino got out of the trouble too. He tagged out. He's getting Tully Blanchard in. Gino goes for a leg.
There you saw Tully do a smart thing, though. He knew the Grappler was hot, so he stayed back, trying to cool the Grappler down a little bit. get him to calm down, get the heat off of him.
That's absolutely right. These guys are stalking each other. Tully's biding his time right now, and a big knee to the stomach sends a grappler to the mat. Boy, I hit him right in the solar plexus.
A little punching there, I believe.
A little punch or a chop to the throat. It had to go to the throat the way the grappler's laying there in pain. Tully's going up on his second rope. He knows the top rope's automatic DQ and comes off with a big elbow, drops another elbow on him. One, almost a 2 count on him.
Well, I about picked up the cheers now. I believe the people are actually cheering for Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez against the grappler. I have never heard them cheer for Tully Blanchard before, but they're doing it here.
Neither have I, Steve. It's amazing. I tell you what, there's a lot of electricity and excitement in the air. You can see these people, it's almost, you can see the excitement. The people are chanting, "Go home, Carson."
The grapplers in the ring now. It's grappler number 1.
He's got his double elbow locked there. Got both elbows locked up.
Tully Blanchard out of the ring now. It's Gino Hernandez in. He covers up the grappler. As we pick up the action, grappler number 1 in the ring. Grappler number 2 is trying to get up on that top rope. He comes over the top, I believe, but the referee, did he get on the top rope, Scott?
It looked like he did to me, but the referee didn't catch it. It would have been an automatic disqualification. Gino had a front face lock on him. Now Tully's coming in. He's working that grappler over. They're exchanging blows left and right. Grappler didn't want any more. He rakes the eyes at Tully. Huge elbow. And he's going for the throat. Slammed his fist right in that mat. He comes back, regains his composure. They've got Tully in a bind right now.
Grappler number 1 tags in. Grappler number 2 holds him. You can see the tag team work here. Here comes Blanchard bouncing off the ropes. Clotheslined him. Oh, he clotheslined him. He may have got him out.
1, 2. Oh, Tully kicks out.
Here comes the other grappler now. This is 2 tagging back in. They have got Tully Blanchard the bad way right here.
They're like a well-oiled machine, Steve. Dropping knees, dropping elbows, everything they possibly can do. And the people are actually hollering, "Tully, Tully." They want to see him get out of this.
I can't believe it. They're yelling for Tully Blanchard.
I can't believe it either. I wouldn't have believed it unless I'd have seen it and heard it with my own eyes.
Well, I'm not taking anything away from Tully. Don't get me wrong. He's an exciting wrestler, but the fans don't like some of the things he does.
That's absolutely right, Steve.
I'd just soon watch him as anybody in the ring because he is excitement.
Oh, reverse neck breaker. That should have taken a lot of steam out of Tully, but he kicks out. The guy's got a lot of intestinal fortitude. I don't care what anybody says. I don't like his style, but he's giving it his all. Both these teams are. They know that the Southwest Tag Team belts are up, and I tell you what, either team could come out of this match with the belts because they're both capable. They're both great tag teams. But look at Don Carson down there chanting. He's got these guys honed in. He knows their every move. He works out with these guys religiously every day. Tully's inching his way back over to the corner. The tag is made. Gino comes in.
Is the referee going to let him stay? No, he didn't see the tag.
Referee doesn't see the tag.
Here's a switch on the other side, Scott.
I tell you, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and these guys will do it, either team. Another big elbow. He's got Tully in a bad way. Tully's fighting back, though.
There's the tag now. Gino Hernandez in. Hernandez grabs grappler number 2. Elbows to the back of the neck. Hernandez whips a grappler. Drop kick. Oh, he got high in the air.
Drop kick. He must have got 6 foot up in the air with that.
He kicked out.
The grappler tries for a tag. Gino's got him by the mask, slams his head into the turnbuckle, and in comes Tully.
Tully Blanchard reaches up and grabs him as the grappler tries to knock him off. Tully throws a knee. Tully has him up for a bad breaker. He's got him down. Here's a count, and it's 2, and the grappler kicks out. That's grappler number 2. Here's a tag the other way.
It's another thing, did you know that Tully Blanchard could chew gum through a 45-minute match and never miss a lick? And there's a rare miscue among the dynamic duo, Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. Grappler goes for a slam. Gino with the roll right into his own part. And the grappler too late to make the save.
Gino Hernandez and Tully.
That was the Southwest Tag line. And Gino Hernandez there.
What's going on?
Appeared like he was.
Gino thinks he won the title. They got the belts.
Yeah, they got the belts. Gino was scratching his left wrist there. I thought something was itching, but. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute, Tully Blanchard. How? Well, that's a surprise even to me.
Tully Blanchard has turned on Gino Hernandez.
Turned on Gino Hernandez right there.
After they won the belts.
Oh my God.
He couldn't have been smart enough to turn on him before they won the belts. Or maybe after they had him for 6 months.
Looks like he's
Oh
bleeding
my
from his
goodness,
forehead.
that's like counterproductive. But
know
Tom,
what's
this is
going on.
actually, which would mean this was
I
the
can't
last
believe
match
this.
that Tully and
I
Gino
can't
ever wrestled
either.
because they never
Tully
got back together.
Blanchard going after Hernandez.
And here
That's
they go,
true.
fighting like cats and dogs.
Hernandez.
Bloody cat.
Actually,
Blanchard bells out of the way.
one of them was fighting
Now's
like
the
a
two
dog, and
grapplers
the
on
other
it.
one was fighting like a
Grapplers
sissy.
are
But I don't know which one was which. But the Grapplers taking the opportunity
Gino now.
to, Gino Hernandez is pretty well cooked here. As Gorilla Monsoon would say, stick a fork in him, he is done. And Don Carson, I'll tell you one thing, if he kicks you with those shoes, you've had it.
Blanchard, Gino Hernandez have just
I wonder if
won.
he ever loaded those
Southwest
street
Tag
shoes.
Team
Those street shoes
Championship.
didn't need to be loaded. Those were the hardest
Scott,
shoes.
you don't need to get down
Look
there.
at
Let's go.
Gino.
Here comes Gino. He nailed Carson too.
This was obviously designed to make Gino Hernandez a world beater and set up a huge Gino Hernandez, Tully Blanchard showdown, and I think it did just that. Excellent effort on all parts involved.
Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard.
Well, that's a question that's going to have to be answered by the commission. And the referee's even pissed.
Yeah, Jack Howell is not happy with this.
We'll be back. Look at the people are standing up.
Well, he was made to look like a fool by counting out the champions, awarding the belts to people who didn't
want the belts to begin with.
They love it. They love it. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more of exciting Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this.